Now there's a police car outside, and it's 11:13 a.m. on March 14th. Where's the damn fish? I can't believe this. What in the hell is going on here? I'll be there. I'll be there. What do you want? What do you want? One of those cheeks. What am I doing here? There's a cop over there.
Over where?
In Beverly's. The lady was bicycling around, so I'm in my driveway. So she's bicycling right. Oh, how are you? How are you doing? How are you? So I told her, I need my $14,000.
Who did you tell that to?
Drew's wife. So she, oh, did you lose something? Did you lose something? I said, yeah, Michael Robinson has my $14,000. So then I'm walking with her down to my property line. I said, Michael, you said you were going to pay us in 2 weeks.
So they called the cops?
It's been, yeah. And Beverly said, oh, Johnny, we're going to get a restraining order on you. So I'm on my property. I'm on the sidewalk.
She said that she's going to get an order on you?
Now understand something. You can't get a restraining order on somebody for speaking on their sidewalk.
So did you talk to the cop?
Assaulted. No, he's out there.
Get out.
Restraining order. So I'm going to tell you something.
Then I'm getting a restraining order.
Anytime anybody says anything, this is the point. It's not a police matter. How is it? Something a contract for Mary. Sit down.
Oh, here they come. Bring my chair.
How am I doing today? That's what she asked me. She was right there. Do you want to go there?
What's that?
Well, why are you guys here?
Well, we're here because of a complaint.
Okay.
What's the complaint?
The complaint is that you were harassing us.
harassing. No. Let's go A, B, C, D. Here, come here. No. We're on our property.
It doesn't matter. We got
Okay.
home.
All right, John, stop.
She was over there.
Listen.
She said to me, I'm explaining to you what happened. You don't know what happened. You listen to them. He's
Okay.
a liar.
Well, that's what we're here to find out.
Yep,
Don't-
and
don't-
he's
don't-
swatting
don't
you
call me.
guys. That's a felon. He's also lying to people with badges. That's a felon.
Okay,
Now,
just stop.
Okay.
now wait a second.
Just
Can I lie?
Relax. Just relax. We're just here to figure out what's going on.
I was right
Okay.
there. They came over here and they said, "What's up? How are you doing?" Just like you did.
And that's it. Okay. And that's it?
Oh no, there's more.
Okay, well,
Okay.
tell
Okay, so
them,
tell
please,
us.
and tell me.
So I said he owes us $14,000.
Okay.
He said he was going to pay us 4 weeks ago.
Mhm.
Oh, did you lose something? You lost something or something? I said, no, Michael Robinson said that he would pay us in 2 weeks.
Okay, here's the bottom line. Her house was going into foreclosure. She took her jewelry to the pawn shop. This was over 6 years ago. Out of the goodness of my heart, at one time we were friends,
Right.
I loaned her, I think it was like $13,000. She signed a paper. She was going to pay me back $400 a month until it was paid off.
Mm-hmm.
6 years went by. I kept asking them, you know, in a very nice way, do you have anything? Can you give me the money? Can you give me the money?
Something just.
Never, not a penny, not one penny.
Mhm.
She's done that to somebody else in this neighborhood and to somebody else that filed a complaint against her. And I should have known, you know, but I said, no, I don't want to see her go into foreclosure.
Right. Right.
She never paid me a dime. So finally, I went and talked to her son-in-law, lives over in Celery Creek, because I said, I'm not getting anywhere with them. Her brother, Michael, is he's very caustic, very nasty to me,
He was cussing at me for that.
and just very angry, and said, well, he didn't sign anything. And I said, but you were taking advantage because you're living there, and I helped you. So now it's escalated. When I went to her son-in-law and I said, look, can you help me with this? Can you start giving me my money back? You know, can you do something? Then they got very angry because I went to him, even though I didn't tell him anything. You know, I didn't tell him about the pawn shop. I didn't tell him anything. I just said, look, here's the paper where she
Right.
signed, where she had the money. I didn't tell him her business. From that point on, she's never talked to me again. Okay? And that's been like over a year.
Okay.
So they did start paying me a little bit. They were going to pay me $200 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So they started out doing that. I haven't gotten a payment now since December, and it was very spotty. And since December, they haven't given me anything. So I'm very angry. He's angry.
I don't blame you. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of
Yeah,
money.
it is a lot of money, and she's never made any effort. So now she's going to do a restraining order. She's going to do this. She's going to
That's
do
what
that.
she said today.
Yeah,
Well-
and it's just like, you know, people. I mean, he walks around. Her brother. We have cameras in the back, and he takes his yard trash and throws it in my backyard. I'm 73 years
He
old.
killed the
I
tree.
can't do. Oh, he killed that tree over there because of it. You see that the thing? He cut all the branches
And
off
he
of
got
it.
mad at her for asking him if he killed the tree.
Yeah.
Okay, so-
And then he start yelling at me about doing that, and he throws. We have
We
it on
called
camera.
the city on that.
We have it on
We
camera
didn't get this kind of
where
response.
he's throwing his yard trash into
Have
my
you
yard.
guys been, you know, has it been a problem for over a year now? You and
There's no
neighbors?
problem.
There's no problem
We
We
except
just
that
need our money, and we need him to stop being
there's-
an illegal
we-
person,
Well, look,
breaking the law.
I don't need him. I mean, I said to him, "Did you do that to the tree?" And he admitted it.
Then he got all mad
And
that
he
he
cut. Not
should
only
have
did
done
he
that.
cut anything that went that way, but he cut anything that went this way. He cut it all down. He cut it all so it died.
Okay.
And we have him on camera. He was looking around, and then throwing all his yard trash in my backyard.
And we go back there, and there's piles of yard trash out of nowhere.
Unfortunately, you guys are going to have to go down to the courthouse and file a claim. I mean, that's the only
But we
way-
called the city on the tree.
Well, I'm not worried about the tree. We're talking about this issue today. She's claiming that you're over there when she has friends over and
The
saying-
friends were right here.
I'm just telling you what she told me.
Yeah,
She
well,
doesn't
she
want you on her
lies.
property, so
Well, I'm going to walk on the sidewalk. I walk on the
that's fine.
sidewalk. You
but
know.
actually on her
I've never
property,
been on
suppose
her
we-
property.
I'm just letting you know what she's telling us.
John, please.
Okay.
I've learned a long time ago, and I respect you, and you're doing your job, and you only know what she says.
Right.
Every other week, it's another lie from them.
I get it.
Another lie, another
But if
lie,
I don't tell
another
you
lie.
and then something happens and you do end up over there and then we have a bigger issue now.
Well, she's going to
it's
call
on
you
me.
guys
Okay.
because she. Let me just get this straight. They're on my property. They were past the sidewalk up here asking me how I'm doing.
Well, technically, you're not supposed to block the sidewalk, so they're
So
gonna have to
do
be
you
on
want
your
them on your
property
property anymore?
some way.
Who, them?
See,
Yeah.
well,
No,
I'm confused here
no,
because
and I don't want, I just
mean,
want my
he's-
money back.
they're not supposed to
Look,
block
I don't
the
wish them
sidewalk
any
either.
ill.
Right.
We were friends from the day they moved in here, and you know what they say, you know, and it's like I did them a favor.
Right.
And they're mad
Right.
at me.
Yeah, no,
Well,
no, I understand.
Unfortunately,
they're
you're gonna
mad
have
at
to go-
me.
You're gonna have to go down to the
And you know
court.
what? It was a loan with no interest. So 6 years I'm out of that money.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
that's
And
all.
And I
That's
told,
all.
I said, you know, no interest, you know, whatever. Another thing too, she had her jewelry in the pawn shop, and she was scared to death her daughters were gonna find out that she did that, blah, blah, blah. And Michael's the one that took it to the pawn shop, and then,
Is he the one that's over there now? Michael?
That's the
Yes.
brother.
yeah, the brother.
this is
And-
my concern.
And I should have kept the jewelry for collateral. No, I gave her her jewelry. Oh, I did everything.
You were friends.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
This
did
is my
everything
concern.
under the sun.
I did walk back with the lady that was here, right down to my property line, and I asked Michael, you know, since you're over
Well-
here, you're asking me how to do. When can we expect a payment? So then, get a job, clean up your yard. Now I'm going to say this to you, since we're going to discuss it. He goes around and he lies about us. I've gone to the meetings, the HOA
Well,
meetings.
we're dealing with today. This is the deal
He's
today.
lying. This is what's happening. They've said at the meetings, oh, there was a cop over here. There was a cop over here. The cop was here. The cop was here for me.
Well, we don't know that
It's
he
the stop
no,
signs.
enough.
No.
Enough.
We know.
Okay.
Well, bottom line is,
So what he does, this is what he does. He
I
says,
don't
I'm going to
care
call the
what he
police.
does.
He's going to call the police. He's going to get 2 officers out here in a squad car. Now, when he did that to our tree, now again, it's a tree. Okay.
Well, actually,
We
it
called the
was
city,
one of the
nobody would
last
come
things
in.
my husband planted before he
Nobody
passed
would come
away.
in.
So I didn't appreciate that.
So-
You know, he didn't have to do that.
This is what he does. What he does is, I'm going to create a problem. I'm going to have squad cars out here. Then I'm going to go around. I'm going to say, oh, there was officers. They were talking, and the squad cars were. This is all for effect. Now, I don't appreciate it. This
Did-
is not technically swatting.
they call you?
But this is kind of swatting.
yes, she did. Said that he came over on the property.
So you weren't on their property today?
I was on the sidewalk,
Okay. But you weren't
and
on
I
their
was
property.
mostly on there. I was on the street and the sidewalk. That was it.
Well, just
So
do
again-
yourself a favor. Don't even don't make any comments to them. Leave them alone. Go down to the courthouse, file. I mean, that's the only way you're going to get your
That's the
money.
only way to get your money
I mean, you
back,
waited
and
6
then
years
you have
and
a
you've
legal
gotten
claim.
nothing.
I don't appreciate being lied
Okay,
about.
so wait a minute.
That's
so
my
wait a minute.
opinion.
I have to go to the courthouse and
File.
file.
Yep.
File a
File
civil-
what?
File a civil lawsuit.
A civil lawsuit to get your money back.
And except I just go down there and I tell them I need to file a
Take
civil.
that piece of paper and say, listen, 6 years ago, this is what happened. I'd like to file a lawsuit because I want to get my money because they're not paying anything.
And then what happens?
Then it'll go before a judge.
Yeah, you'll get a court date.
You'll get a court date and you go
She'll
before a
get
judge.
served.
She'll get served with papers and you can tell her, explain your side of the story. She'll have, I don't know what she's going to say. But,
And what they do is they'll normally have so much a month. You have to get it. And if they don't send it, then they're in contempt of court.
and they can issue a warrant and everything else. Civil.
Issue a warrant for what?
They can issue a warrant if she doesn't uphold her, a civil warrant if she doesn't uphold her part of the bargain.
Okay, I
But that's
appreciate
that's
that.
your legal method.
I mean, that's going to be your best thing.
There's nothing we
They're-
can do about
If
that,
you
about
guys
the
say
money.
they're lying and doing all this other stuff, I would just not even attempt to make contact. Don't even speak with them.
Well, it's kind of hard when they have their people coming down here and
All
talking
right,
to me.
no more. We're
I
not
get
talking
it,
to them. They,
but
look,
you
they're
gotta-
the ones. They're the ones that chose not to talk to me.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
At
You know,
a
they're
certain
the
point,
ones-
you
they're
guys
the
got to be
ones-
the bigger people and say, you know what?
Yeah, exactly.
But we're not
Island.
calling you guys.
I know, but unfortunately,
Right.
when we come
Listen,
out,
I'll
we
call
have
you.
to come over here and we have to talk to you
I don't
Because
see
of the
how this is a
claims.
police response.
because you were on our property. She said.
Next time I see them almost come on my property, because I wasn't.
No, it's not almost. She
Well,
said
I
you
wasn't on
were.
her property.
So do you? Okay, so they don't want you on their property.
Well, I'm
okay?
walking on the
Okay.
So,
sidewalk.
and
Okay.
you don't want them on your property,
That's
correct?
right.
All right, so we've warned you, okay? We're gonna go back and warn her.
Okay.
And say that we don't.
And I can walk on the sidewalk,
The
right?
And
sidewalk's
also-
public, yep, and the street's public.
Also,
I wouldn't try and engage her in
I'm not.
conversation. you know?
also,
I know you all want your money. I know you're frustrated. I get it, but
It's more than
Go
that.
ahead,
That's her. Him is.
also tell her
Uh-huh.
that I am really upset that we were friends at one time, and over the goodness that I've done, this has been created. This is pathetic.
Okay.
It's really pathetic.
And I had to
And
watch.
it's not-
I
and
have
it's
to watch
not
our plants.
me.
I have to watch
It's
our
not
yard.
me.
I have to
No,
watch.
Okay.
it's a bad situation.
Yeah, it
So-
is a bad situation.
But your immediate thing to do is go down and file that civil claim. And that'll take, that
Because
gives
if
you
not,
a
you're
legal
gonna be
net.
waiting another,
6
how much
years.
has she paid, how much has she paid towards that loan?
Not even 1,000.
See,
So-
I mean, you're gonna be waiting for the rest of
You're
your
out
life
that money,
to,
to get it, and if
to
they
get it.
move or whatever, you'll never get it.
And I'll
So-
tell you something else too, that you don't have to mention to her. But her house was in foreclosure again. I think her daughter bailed her out this time. But
So it's-
it just came out of foreclosure again.
So if you enter, that's why if you do this, if you go down and do your claim,
Okay, where's
then
the
you have a civil
courthouse?
issue.
No, I'll find. I
Sanford?
know.
Lake Monroe, you know where Lake Monroe is?
Yeah.
Downtown Sanford, down
Yeah.
there.
Okay,
Down
okay.
there, and that's your
That's where I
civil-
go.
Yep.
Civil, that's a civil courthouse.
And you could also, you might look into a small claims attorney or something. Maybe that would be easier than you guys going down there.
Yeah,
and
then
doing the
you won't have to do
paperwork
any
yourself.
legwork. I mean, you're gonna have to pay them. I don't know what their fee is.
Also, please let them know, because he admitted to her, and he was all mad at her about the tree. Then he's dumping trash on our yard.
Well, it's
Yeah,
gonna
we
be
have-
it's gonna be the same thing we told you. Just don't engage. Don't come over here.
They come on your property.
same thing.
call
We're gonna
us,
tell you
'cause
both the same
Then
thing.
we'll trespass them.
Well, technically he was standing on his property, but he's touching our property. So
It's really a shame that it came to this.
I agree.
Yeah.
If I would have
Especially when your
known,
neighbors, it makes it.
and I
very-
don't
Yeah,
appreciate
I
the whole
would-
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
I get it.
had I
I get the
known,
frustration. I get it. I
had
really
I
do.
known, I wouldn't have given her the money. Let the house go into foreclosure, they would have been long gone.
Yeah,
You know, they would have been, and I wouldn't have to put up with this crap.
that's true.
And his whole game plan is to make mountains out of molehills.
But you know, if you want that money back, you need to go
I do
sooner,
want the money
sooner
back.
than later, because if something happens and the house goes on foreclosure and she moves, now you got to find her to get her.
And that's
Sure.
Yeah.
difficult. So maybe, think about the small claims lawyer too, because maybe it's just easier for you. They file everything and, he could probably sue for his fees too, I would imagine.
I appreciate you guys coming in. I don't mean to be tense,
I know.
but
Yeah,
I get
every
it.
day
It's frustrating.
it's something with.
I get it.
And what he's doing. She told you her thing. I'm going to tell you my thing. What he's doing is he's using you guys
Well, he didn't even talk to us.
for. It's a team effort. over
You know,
there.
I'll tell you something.
So
I would
he's
never,
using you guys
I
to
would
showboat.
never call
So-
the police on a neighbor. I don't care what they did here or something like that. I have never called the police. I have never called the police on some,
Right.
And
especially
it's not your
One
fault
time.
that you're here.
one time I called.
Or you
But
met
the-
me. Guy down across the street.
That was 3 incidents,
Oh.
but yeah, that was.
That was when he was cutting all of
Yeah.
our, and that was Rose too, that.
I was going to say that too, but she said.
No, I didn't call them. I went down there and talked to
Oh,
you
yeah.
all about it. I didn't call you out here.
But,
But-
yeah, so,
but-
That
on-
stopped though, right?
But on a
Yes.
neighbor like this.
He thought he
situ-
was helping out. I said call the city.
I don't, but see, he doesn't hurl insults, and he doesn't try to trap people, and he doesn't showboat, well, I'll do this and this, and I'll use you
Well,
guys and
The
use them.
best
to-
thing you guys can do is not even
So I
engage
don't
in a
mind him
conversation.
necessarily.
I get that you want the money, but it's not going to help. It's the best thing to do is just go down to the courthouse and
we're
file.
going to tell them the same thing. So,
Yep.
Don't come over here, don't come on
And,
the
and
property.
also, I don't want them talking about me. I know that's not really
That we can't.
enforceable.
Right.
Yeah.
But if I catch it, I don't
Then
want
you
that
could-
either.
That's a civil issue too, for slander or whatever.
Yeah, but the reason they borrow $13,000 is they have no money to fulfill judgments.
Right,
So,
right. So
you
it's-
can file 50 judgments,
Right.
but they have no money.
But
So-
at least get this one done so you have a legal claim for your money.
Yeah.
We hope to get a little bit of something.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean-
here's another thing too. She called the cops on him. She would call at like 9 o'clock at night, and he was working, and he went to bed, and she said, "Oh, please have him come over." He would go over and give her $300. She did pay him back everything, but he would get out of bed, give her $300, and she would run to the bank to cover her bills.
Twice, yeah.
It was more than twice that you gave her
You
the
know,
money. She
unfortunately,
did pay him back,
unfortunately,
and he paid
sometimes
back.
people that get bailed out, they don't really care what the repercussions are, and they just continue doing it. So sometimes you got to
she-
hit rock bottom to figure out what life's about.
They-
And people helping you out, you don't do them wrong like
Well,
that.
they think, the brother thinks that people owe them. Why, I don't know. But she told me that one time, that she has to tell him, oh no, they don't have to give it to you. But he thinks that, people owe him.
Right.
Like I said, I wouldn't even, don't even engage in any kind of
Don't talk to
conversation.
them.
No,
Yeah, I'll
don't
go
even
to the
mention the money
courthouse and
again, just
file that.
file. I mean,
File
it's
that.
not gonna get you anywhere. It's just gonna get us back out here again, and y'all don't need that.
Yeah, so we're gonna tell them, stay off this property.
We're gonna tell them the exact same thing. So,
Hopefully you get your thing filed and get that claim in there,
get something out
and
of
start
it.
getting some money back.
She claims, and I don't know, she said her daughter wrote a check yesterday or the day before for $200. So
And it
you should
was
be getting that the
in the
next
mail,
day or
so.
so. I don't know.
Well, how'd she get, did she mail it?
Her daughter.
Her
I guess,
daughter.
mailed it. She's trying to help her out and pay you guys back a little bit.
No, I
She wanted to do the $400 thing again, the $200 one pay period, and the next pay period another.
Then why didn't you just say that? He's over there, insult, get a job, fix your yard,
So
get out of here,
that's what
fix
she
your damn
told us.
yard.
So just keep an eye on the mailbox. Maybe there's a check in
Maybe
there.
there's a check in there.
Just keep track of everything, so when you go to court, you know exactly how much.
I would still file that, but it's just,
Oh,
Yeah,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
That can stop at any time.
yeah.
Yeah, I loaned her that money in 2012.
Wow.
2012, not a
Long
penny.
time. Yeah.
Crazy.
Just, you know,
What's her? Is she just not work or what?
they clean houses for a living.
And I don't even, the money's the money. Constant disrespect, constant insults, constant coming, the tree, the yard trash, God knows what else that we don't know about. So,
And I don't do that.
and it's
I don't do
this
that
is kind
to
of
people.
psychological
And-
projection
and I'll
where
tell you,
I'm the guy
like I
doing
said,
that
we were
since he's doing
friends.
it to us.
We were good friends. I would go over there. When my husband passed away, she was there for me. When her husband passed away, we're both widows. We were both there for each other. We both helped each other. And all she
I'm
had
gonna go
to
fix the
do
freezer.
was
Nice to talk to you. How the heck do I do this? Let's take this open. What's going on here? What the I can't fucking believe this shit.
So she looked at Michael and she said, oh, we can pay her back $400 a month. And he said, oh yeah, we can do that, Then he stands in his driveway and tells me, I didn't sign anything, I'm not responsible for anything, I don't have to do anything for you. It's like, how sad is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it was 6 months ago and they're still on hard times and now you're wanting the money. I mean, it's
6
been 6 years.
Yeah,
Good
yeah,
amount of time, so.
That's the time. So,
All right, well, we're gonna go talk to them then.
okay.
alrighty.
Okay, and I'm gonna talk to you, and we're not, and just let her know that I feel really bad that this is how this has all come down, because there's no reason for this. There's no reason for this.
And what
She's not.
happened today was not, we were having a discussion. Now, they were throwing some insults, and she said, damn yard. But we were having a discussion. So,
Well, I don't know how often it happens or whatever. I just go through the court system and
well, I'm just saying, I mean, it's not you guys' fault, and you're doing what
No, I know. I know
you're
you
told to
guys
do,
don't
but
want it, but-
this is completely unnecessary.
I know.
So,
But they feel like they're being harassed by y'all by asking for the money. I get it. I get where you guys are coming from.
After 6 years,
I
they're
get-
harassed.
their
get it.
guest was
They're
over
harassed.
here.
I get it.
They're harassed, okay.
So,
That's why-
She did the same thing to her godparents, and then he filed a thing in court. It's all on court papers. They did the same thing to Sadie that lives down the street. Sadie told me, she's the one, Sadie brought it up to me. And I said, oh my God, I loaned the money too. And then Sadie did tell me that dribble by dribble, they did pay her back.
Yeah.
But for many, many years.
well, that much money, it's going to take a really long time. So,
So,
So-
it's like,
Yeah.
I'm not the only person, they
That
just,
has happened. And this is all stuff that you can tell them too, when you're in court, and it's good, it's good information for them. But I would get that file, get that clean and have legal clean to it.
is there an incident number to this or
there's an
something?
event number. Just pull up your address or their address, and you can get the.
Their address?
Yeah, I think there's.
No, that's,
Yeah, just all you got to do is ask for their address, and
Yeah.
it'll give you every.
I just, the money's one thing, but the whole needling and and it's, with the tree and the yard trash and
All right. Well,
All right, well, we're gonna talk to them, so.
well, just let her know that I feel really bad that this is the way this had to end, because it wasn't necessary.
Okay. Well, good luck. Hopefully you have a good.
Yeah,
Okay.
get that
And-
file, so.
you don't have to share what our legal plan is.
Well, they know.
No, no, no,
We've
no.
already told them that.
Oh,
We've already told them that it's a civil issue.
Yeah, so,
You can't do
whatever you
anything.
guys do is,
no.
we don't pass any of that on, so.
Thank you, officer. In the house, the officers told me they want to get you arrested. I don't want you taking any more walks. I don't want you going anywhere near them, and I don't ever want you to say another word to them. They will get you arrested. Harassment. They cannot arrest you today because you weren't warned, but now you've been warned. And
I
they told me,
said
they said,
Tango on the
talk
sidewalk.
to him, because if they can get you, they will get you arrested.
On what charge? Being in my yard? Walking down the street?
Harassment. For what? Talk to that guy.
She looked at me and she said,
How are you? You should have said, I'm fine. You should have never
I
brought
said
that
that
up.
the other day.
No. You should have never, that was wrong. You should have never done that. You should have never done that. I don't want you out there.
Stop. Okay, you guys.
Where are you going?
I
Stay
want
in here.
please, there's not. I'm not going over there. You can come on.
There, you will make Michael stay.
If I get arrested, I know. But on what charge? Walking down the street?
Harassment.
She was in my yard asking me how I am.
You cannot tell me to somebody else. You can't do that. You
I'm
can't.
talking about my money.
No, it's another thing too. She owed him the money or you? She owes me the money. You can't do anything, and she's going to get you arrested.
I'll talk to you.
And Michael
Anything
wants
else?
that.
Anything else?
Don't go outside.
What am I doing with this class?
Why should I give you some?
Here. Don't let
You're looking really.
I'm tired.
What did you say when you said that?
Oh, did you lose something? I said, yeah. Michael Robinson.
Shh, here. Then what
I
happened?
said Michael Robinson needs to pay us.
And then what happened?
And then she's engaging me in conversation. So we're walking down the street.
And what are you talking about?
I said he told us just like I told them. He told us 4 weeks ago he'd pay us in 2 weeks. He's never paid us.
And then what was she saying when you were saying this?
She said, "Oh no,
She was saying what?
no." And I said, "You want to bet? I can show you the paperwork." It's all this image where I'm the idiot and Michael's the big man, and Michael doesn't owe us any money.
Listen to me.
I'm not going out. I'll talk to you in the car.
You're going to be arrested.
For walking down the
You
street?
cannot do this anymore. I never
I'm not
want them-
doing anything.
I never want them to see you again.
That's the wrong tact.
No, believe me, no, I
Lower
don't
your
need
voice.
this.
Enough.
He will lie to the cops,
I know.
and then it's your word against his word, and then he's gonna win.
Lower your voice.
You've been warned.
Yeah. They've been warned too. And I guess what? Not that I could do it.